In a time long, long ago, came a presenter with unbelievable qualifications to bring you business live global interviews. That man is me. I am Johnny Boy, the Consumer Monkey McDonald, here with another show on Business Live Global Radio. Yeah! Bit different from the rest of the output on this, isn't it? So who am I going to be interviewing today? Another mover, a shaker, a business maker, a paradigm breaker, a cabinet maker? Who's it going to be? And, more importantly, what song are they going to choose for their own special request? Could be anything, almost certainly won't be this sort of music. So, let's find out who we've got today. Reverse and prevent burnout with personalized nutrition at the Elevate Institute. I give you Eva Vennari. Eva, hello, how are you?
I'm doing great, Jonathan. Thanks for having me here.
No problems, a pleasure. Tell the listeners and the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I'm out of Los Angeles, California, and I'm a citizen of the world. So I travel globally often, and that's how we've met. I come to England and work with people from Peru to Dubai, taking the complexity out of reversing burnout.
Fantastic. Now, burnout is a term that's become more well known, and it's something that people are aware of. But it is really an elephant in the room when it comes to healthcare. So, what is that elephant from your perspective?
Yeah, I think people stop too soon. I think they have a complaint and they feel off. They go to the doctor. The doctor then looks at their blood test and says, everything's fine. Or you have a little something, you're a little off. Here's a little medication. And stopping there, thinking that's the cure, that's the biggest problem we have.
Absolutely. And I think treating the illness in isolation is part of that. So a lot of people in North America, more so than in the UK, where you have typically 1 or 2 weeks holiday a year, um, I would imagine that more people in North America would be suffering from burnout. Supposing a person they think they're healthy, they don't have any symptoms, what might someone listening to this notice as a reason why they should come and speak to you?
Well, that's a great question because I mentioned I have clients from Peru to Dubai, and Peru being having been there, it's pristine. There's trees everywhere. You got the Amazon jungle, right?
Mm,
People living closer to connection and harmony with the planet. They should have, in my mind, right, a cleaner body, something less exposed to toxins. And what's interesting is that person and those people that I tested, they could have been my neighbors here in Los Angeles, breathing
really?
in this toxin. Yes, because we all share that ecosystem of air. It circulates all over the planet. Our water circulates all over the planet. And those are the things that are making us. We breathe air, we drink water, we eat the food that are made nowadays all over the world.
Indeed.
So toxic load is not something that only comes from being stressed out at work, not to confuse stress with drama of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, stress response, meaning what our body is doing to overcome illness every single day.
Right.
And most of the time, those symptoms don't show up as something other than little tiny complaints that we easily ignore. Oh, I'm
Such
tired.
as?
I'm tired and I'm going to go and get myself a cup of coffee, or I'm
Right.
going to take this, pill and decide to, give or a Red Bull or something to give us more energy to get through the day. And that's denying the body a chance to communicate and say, I'm tired because this other thing is happening inside your body and you need to know about it. So we often ignore those little things because it's easy to, and the amount of pressure that's put upon us by ourselves and by others to show up, be available, and always be on for them.
Mm. Is part of your offering personal coaching to not have those expectations going forward?
Yeah, it's a beautiful journey to watch individuals often come to me when they are so completely immersed in their pain. You know, all they can see is like a horse with blinders on. I'm in pain. I don't feel good. I have hypothyroidism. I have arthritis. I have fibromyalgia. I'm not digesting well. I can't be around people because of it. I'm
Hmm.
out of energy. All of these things keep us from interacting. And once we get those handled and these symptoms become a memory,
Hmm.
they said they're able to take those blinders off and they look around and they go, oh my God, that's right. I'm married. I have a spouse I should probably pay attention to. I have children I should probably say hello to. And that requires a retraining, maybe in a way that you hadn't heard of before. New ways of thinking about priorities, what you want out of life. What are your value systems? Really getting clear on that so you don't start moving the goalpost on yourself every time somebody has a request. You know exactly where that falls in your answers and you can easily make decisions, which also drain us out of indecision. That's sitting there and mulling over, what should I do? I'm not sure. This is really stressful. This person's counting on me. But if you know your values, it's and a way to communicate that. Yes, we talk about how to communicate so that it's not conflict. It's just conversation.
Yeah. So ruminating over things, trying to meet expectations, is causing stress, which is then leading to this burnout. So, I was wondering, I'm reading a book at the moment. I was wondering from your experience, do you find more men or women are customers of yours?
It's an equal parts of men and women coming, and it's interesting that it's usually one of a pair. And next thing I know, do you mind if my spouse it comes and works with you
Mm,
too? And then, our kids, I think we need to have them tested as well. Because, my basis for the foundation of everything I recommend comes from mineral balancing, and that requires a little bit of hair test. So
yes.
once we figure out what the body needs, we can give the body that exactly, nothing more, nothing less, and it allows it to heal itself. And so, yeah, both.
Now, you spoke about this hair test, and I know that so you've got quite long hair, so the hairs at the bottom of your hair length will be the history of your diet and all sorts of stuff from
Yep.
however long it was, 3, 4 years length of growth. So, do you have to take a hair from quite close to the skin to get the current data?
Yes. Yeah. In fact, I recommend people say, oh, it's a hair follicle test. We have to pull it out. No, I don't like pain.
Yeah.
I don't know if we covered that yet. I don't like pain. So no, we just cut a little bit of scissors, a little to the scalp, and I my hair test. So you can tell, you can't tell, right?
No.
I've got all this hair still. It's not, it doesn't go anywhere.
No.
Yeah, so you can, I've been doing this for 13 years now, and no one knows that I cut my hair sample. But yeah, the it comes really close to the hair, about an inch's worth of growth. That gives us a month's worth of information that says how your body's processing, what your metabolism is, what your hormones are doing, how well your body's getting rid of toxins. And that's enough to mention, but there's so much more.
Fabulous, fabulous. Sounds very detailed. And so, given that information, and in conjunction with you, what are the best ways to navigate health services once you know?
Once well, that's the hardest part, is that we've all been taught, haven't we, from childhood, because this is what our parents did or whoever raised us, brought us to the doctor when we had a complaint. And that was the gatekeeper. They knew what to do. And we did pretty much what they told us without question most of the time. So if you find yourself on multiple medications wondering, do I really need to take all of this? And what's the long-term impact on my body? Then you want to take a different approach. Find someone who, and I mentioned values and preferences earlier, find a person who matches your values around medications, lifestyle, food, and have them show you how to navigate the alternative medicine in conjunction with our available modern medicine tools, because they're both used differently but together. And we make a huge mistake by dismissing one over the other. We cannot depend on doctors to tell us everything about our bodies. They know medicine. They know how to mend a broken bone. When we're on fire or bleeding, they put the fire out and they stop the bleeding, right? But once we are ready to heal, we need something more. We need something different.
Yeah. There's a phrase, a person with a hammer sees a world full of nails,
Yes.
which is kind of like what you're talking about. They have this expertise, but not
Yeah.
the broad range of knowledge. Before we wrap up, your song's coming up. How can people reach out to you and connect? Your details will be on the show notes, but what can you do? Can you tell them a website or something now?
I have one in particular that you might enjoy is a Chinese face reading. It's free to you. You can go to the website, which is theelevateinstitute.com. And right before the fold, you scroll down, it says reveal what's hiding in plain sight. And you can go through this free online assessment, and it will tell you if you have any serious illness, possibly hiding right on your face.
Wow. So that's the elevateinstitute.com. And what is your song choice?
This is by Portugal. It's Feel It Still. And I like
Excellent.
being the rebel. Yeah.
Well, listen, it's been too short. We'll have to have a longer conversation another time. Here's your song. Enjoy it. And everyone out there listening, everyone out there watching it on the YouTube, connect with Eva. She and I know a lot about this issue of expanded health awareness. Eva, have a great day. Thank you for your time. And we'll speak again soon.
Looking
Okay,
forward to
take care.